Welcome to Hot Stocks. Let's cut across to Siddhartha Lal of Eicher Motors.
And that takes our EBIT to 10.2%, which is one of our highest ever EBITs. And it takes our profit after tax to 178 crores. So overall, it's been an exceptional quarter, and once again at the Eicher Motors level, a record quarter. At the standalone business level, which reflects only our results for our Royal Enfield motorcycle business. So in the standalone business, our total income has grown 95% to 746 crores. So that's once again our highest ever quarter at a standalone level. Our earnings before interest and tax have grown by 188% to 175 crores. That's again our highest ever EBIT level. And the EBIT percentage now is an industry leading, globally industry leading 23.4%. So we're very proud of that number which we've been able to get in our profitability margin, giving us a profit after tax in the standalone business of 133 crores. So overall, like I said, it's been an absolutely excellent quarter on all regards. We've had even in our VCV business, so that's our commercial vehicle joint venture with Volvo, we've been able to get a 3.6% EBIT. Now, in the larger scheme, of course, that's not, that's lower than our historical level. But at this point, where the market is at the absolute lowest and where all the other commercial vehicle manufacturers are in deep losses, this is really an exceptional performance in our opinion, even of our commercial vehicle business, which validates our business model of a very lean commercial vehicle business model, where even in the lowest downturn, we're able to still earn some money. So that's in the financial performance. Now I'm going to move on to sales numbers. First, I will talk about the sales numbers for our commercial vehicle joint venture with Volvo, VECV, where the commercial vehicle industry is still battling a downturn and things are still extremely weak. We continue to see pressure on the 5-ton and above segment of the industry. In Q2, so again April to June we're talking about now, of 2014, the segment recorded sales volumes of just over 75,000 units, which is a decline of 2.5%. So the decline is slowing down a bit, which is still declining marginally over the same period last year. Eicher branded trucks and buses did do better than the market, and our sales volumes in Q2 were 11,300 plus, which is 3.7% higher than the markets, higher than the same quarter last year. So we've grown marginally versus the market, which has dropped marginally. Segment-wise, in 5 to 14 ton, we've gained market share actually, which is we've gone up to 32%, and that's 3.3% higher than Q2 of last year. So there's a good growth in market share in the medium duty, where the industry had actually fallen. In the heavy duty, we have our market share for the quarter was 4.1% as compared to 4.0%. So for the quarter is marginally higher. For the half year, it's marginally lower. So for the half year, we're around 3.6%. So we have a slight dip from last year. In the bus segment, we've had an exceptionally good performance. So while the industry actually fell by 14%, we've had a bit of growth, and our market share has gone up to 19.4%. So that's a very good percentage now. This is coming from just over 6% around 5 years ago we had in buses. We've gone up to 19% now. And partially the reason is also because the heavy duty bus market has dropped dramatically, and our exposure there is less. So therefore this 19% is not necessarily sustainable, but it is still way better than what we were last year and the year before. So it's been a good growth for us even in the light and medium duty segment of buses. Exports, we've had an exceptional performance. So all the work we've been doing along with Volvo in terms of opening up new markets has been paying its dividends now. We sold just shy of 2,000 units. That's 1,977 units in this past quarter, which is 252% higher than the quarter 2 of last year, which was 562 units. So we've really had a very sharp increase in exports, and in the same quarter actually the industry grew by 72% versus our 250+%. So that's very good news. And even in Volvo trucks, so VECV also sells Volvo trucks in India. The base was very low because last year the mining segment was extremely badly hit, and but with a lower base of 121 units of these very high value trucks in quarter 2 of last year, we've actually grown to 189 units, which is a 56% growth. So that's on the in addition to that, of course, in VE commercial vehicles, we have our world-class medium-duty engine plant, which is supplying engines to Volvo Group worldwide, including in Europe, and there we've had significant success as well. Last year we'd shipped just over 2,500 units in the entire year, so that's calendar year 2013. In quarter 1 we had shipped 2,600 units, so that's only in the quarter we had clocked more than the whole of last year, and now in quarter 2 we've shipped 3,225, so it continues to grow. We have a good order book as well for engines from the medium-duty engine plant to supply to the Volvo Group, and we expect that to continue to show good performance.
Some very impressive numbers from Eicher, but more importantly, look at the other things that he's saying. No mention of the CV market essentially reviving, but look at what he's talking about in terms of the bus segment. They've done almost double of last year in the first 2 months of the calendar year itself. So yes, a lot of pieces going right for Eicher Motors, and no wonder the stock is trading close to the life highs. Before we take the headlines, and this one will be one of the headlines, Sandeep Wagle, a chart check on Eicher Motors. Would you be comfortable buying this?
Good morning, Neeraj. I think if you are taking a long-term view in this kind of stocks, then it makes sense. In the last 6 months to 8 months, this stock has almost doubled. And from a current level of 8,600, around that, I would talk of a move towards 94 to 9,500 in the next 3 to 6 months. I would buy it, but not as a trader, as an investor, and probably sooner than later we may see a 5-digit mark as well.
Okay, 5-digit mark on Eicher Motors, and that one's just about inches away, in fact, from its lifetime high as well, which was at 9,087. But let's focus in on a couple of the big headlines then. Tata Motors